In this video, you will learn the remaining 4 of 6 steps to get Millennials and Generation Z to show up to work and meetings on time. Number 3, diagnose the cause. While in conversations with the late arriver, take the posture of a coach, trying to help the Millennial and Generation Z employees, like a doctor trying to diagnose the problem, and ask probing questions like, are you late for some things or everything? Is there a certain time of day when you're late? How do you feel when you are late? Does the amount of time you are late vary? It's likely there's a psychological hurdle if the amount of time is always the same, and a mechanical problem if the amount of time varies day to day. According to Diana DeLonzer, author of Never Be Late, 7 Cues for the Punctually Challenged, there are 7 categories for the late people. The deadliner. Subconsciously, they enjoy the thrill of the last minute rush. Rushing relieves boredom. The producers. Overachievers who simply overschedule their days and underestimate the amount of time their tasks will take. The absent-minded professor. Prone to innocent flakiness or the condition of attention deficit hyperactivity disorder and get easily distracted on their way. They often lose track of time, misplace car keys, and forget appointments. The rebel. They actually enjoy the idea of knowing that other people are waiting for them. The rationalizer won't admit the problem and blame external factors. The indulger, lacking in self-control. And finally, the evader. They struggle leaving the existing task until it's perfect or 100% completed. These are not excuses. Knowing the tardiness tendencies is the first step in getting lateness under control. Both parties have responsibilities. Managers should take an active role in helping Millennials and Generation Z diagnose the cause, and the emerging generations must be open and willing to discover the cause or tendencies that cause them to be late. An alternate step is to offer a flexible schedule. Why fight biology, hardened habits, or extenuating circumstances such as family obligations, medical issues, etc., when a re-engineered or custom schedule would allow the employee to be more productive and relieve you of some heartburn. Steps 1 to 3 may reveal that a flexible schedule would work best for the individual and team. If you go this route, be prepared to explore other options for other employees, but you might be due for a 9 to 5 shakeup anyways. Number 4, communicate the consequences. Don't assume Millennials and Generation Z realize how their tardiness impacts others. Help them to see it clearly. Quantify it. Say something like, when you're 10 minutes late to a meeting with 10 of our teammates, that is 10 minutes times 10, which is 100 minutes of unproductive time. Help the emerging generation see the ramifications and consequences their tardiness has on other people. For example, because you were 15 minutes late, James had to fill in for you and the client ended up having to wait. Or not having you available online at 8 a.m. results in customer requests that sit for more than 1 hour. Or consider putting it into context Millennials or Generation Z might understand. Imagine having an issue with your Netflix account, submitting a trouble ticket, and waiting an hour for someone to contact you. Would you tolerate that timeline? Also communicate some of the intangible consequences of being late. Diminished trust, colleague resentment, looking less responsible as a professional, etc. Number 5, discipline. Every employee, but especially the early career Millennials and Generation Z, will have varied learning curves when it comes to correcting their tardiness. Some will only need a subtle reminder, while others will need disciplinary action. Disciplinary action could include requiring they make up the time, docking their pay, decreasing their bonus. Enforcing steeper disciplinary action may be warranted if their behavior has negatively impacted the bottom line, the company culture, or a client relationship. And finally, number 6 is acknowledge improvement. If the Millennial or Generation Z employee's behavior improves, make it a priority to acknowledge it. Thanks for watching. I hope this content was insightful and useful. As a top-ranked Millennial and Generation Z speaker and an Inc.com columnist, I help organizations lead, engage, and sell to the emerging generations, as well as helping them leverage today's workplace trend. If you'd like to have me speak to your organization or at your association, click the link in the description to begin that conversation. Also, if you'd like to learn more strategies and insights like the ones shared in this video, click the link in the description to grab your copy of my latest book, The Millennial Manual, the complete how-to guide to manage, develop, and engage millennials at work. And lastly, click subscribe to ensure you don't miss any future videos. Thanks again, and bye for now.